It is. It's Bully Testimony Service, and I'm so excited that you guys are here. What's up? Welcome to everybody. Hey, Instagram fam, y'all come on in. YouTube, Facebook, Periscope, Twitch. Holla at your boy. You know what it is. It's Thursday night. It's Bully Testimony Service. I've been waiting for this one. I'm going to tell you, I've been waiting for this one for a minute right now. I'm going to tell you. I already knew it was happening, but I have to wait for it to come around. Sometimes you just got to wait for it to come around. You have to wait for it to come around. It's so good to see the family, tumbling on in, rolling on in. Good to see you. Now, as you coming in, do me a favor, click that airplane on Instagram, kick that share button no matter what platform you're on, because tonight, is Bully Testimony Service. It's the first one of 2021. Y'all know how we get out. No question is off limits. You can say what you like. You can ask what you will. And guess what? There will be an answer for you. The beautiful thing about the trading experience is that it is so unique. Yet, what I continue to find as an educator is that we are all so similar. Everybody basically feels the same sort of situations, the same sort of hurdles, the same sort of stumbling blocks, and that we all have to experience the same sort of growth to get where we want to go as traders. Tonight, man, I bring a dope person. Let me just say that first and foremost, she's a dope lady. You feel me? She's a dope person. You know what I'm saying? She's very, very talented. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And she's a super cold-blooded trader. I've watched her grow. I watched her become the trader that she is today. And let me tell you, I cannot wait. I just want to bring it. If I can, I'm going to add her to the stream. And there she is. Everybody, y'all say what up to Jazz. What up? What up? Hey, look, Jazz, now I know that you're on your phone too. I want to add you to the stream on Instagram. Is that cool? Would
Sure.
you do me Are you on the Instagram right now? I'm going to try and add you.
Instagram. Cool? Yes, I'm on the Instagram, Grandpa.
Are you on the Instagram? You're on the Instagram. What about the Clubhouse? What about the Twitter? Okay, cool. I'm requesting you on your phone right now so we can get you live and going, and you'll be in both places. How about that? Let's see how we can get this going, folks.
Word.
All right, cool.
Hola, familia.
So I'm going to, let me see how I can do this. Let's just start at the top. What's your name? Where you from? Let me know.
Jazmine Jackson, born in Jersey, but raised in North Carolina. Currently live in Brooklyn. Moving to Philly in March, God willing, after I buy a house with these bully dollars. Yeah, what else do you want to know?
I want to know it all.
Well, you gotta like pull it out.
Okay, here we go. How did you get involved first with being interested in trading?
My sister T Vega, name so nice, gotta say it twice.
Shout out to T Vega.
Yeah, she we're the original, we're part of the original squad. It's funny, like it was in July and I went over to her crib just for like the 4th of July weekend and just, to chill with her, like be in the pool and stuff. And as we were catching up, she comes into the guest room where I was staying like that evening. And she's like, I want to get in your business real quick. And I'm like, oh gosh, I thought she was about to like talk to me about my love life or lack thereof. And she just breaks out the computer, shows me the charts, talks about you, talks about how dope you were, talks about this family and this community you were building and how you were basically like Moses and trying to, get your people free. And Tarsha, T Vega, she's always been basically like a financial advisor in my life. So I always listen to what she has to say. And I was like, cool. She didn't really have to do much, convincing for me, even though I'm totally risk averse. Like I've never done anything like that where I was like paying for a course, like to, because it usually sounds like some get rich scheme, but because I trusted her, I was like, cool, I'm with it.
All right.
And then it was like deep into the quarantine. So it's like everybody was kind of like learning new skills anyway. So I was like, sounds Gucci based on what she was telling me.
Cool. So let me ask you a question. So hold on. I want to ask you one thing before that. What am I? I'm on your computer loud and not on your phone. What is it? Looks like I hear myself a little bit after. I hope it don't mess up. Are you hearing me twice?
No,
I'm good.
I muted my phone. Can they hear me though?
I think everybody can hear you. Can y'all hear? Put hearts and say you can hear if you can hear. Everybody make sure y'all can hear. They saying Philly, and Brooklyn in the house and stuff like that. Okay, so over 50, yep. They say, yep, everybody hears you. I just want to make sure the audio quality is good. You feel me? So here's the question. T Vega says, yo, you got to check out this dude. He's trading. He's teaching people how to trade. You come to a free training or something like that?
I was with her when she was doing one of the Sunday courses, the Sunday evening training. So I just watched with her, and she mostly showed me the charts though. And Tarsha was really good. And she should be an ambassador, like a salesperson, because she was really good at breaking it down.
See, they said they was hearing me twice. So you say T Vega should be like ambassador or something like that?
Yeah, she's really great at like breaking stuff, kind of like you, where you have your parables and analogies and things. She's similar in that way, where she can break stuff down and, make it really, really clear if you're not used to any kind of technical language or stuff like that.
Right.
And just like making it sound cool and fun, and like her passion about it was dope. And I was like, and that's my sister. So I was like, word, I'm with it.
Cool. So I guess, let me do this. Well, that'll mess up something.
Is the sound funky? They're saying the sound is.
They're saying that it's like an echo, and I've never done this before, trying to let in the Instagram audience as well as all the rest of the streaming audiences, because usually I'll just have one at a time. So it's new. So I apologize for any technical difficulties, everybody. And as we grow, we'll learn how to serve better. Until then, y'all just get to know Jazz because she's dope. So check it out. T Vega tells you about it. You jump in, everything is cool. What is it like when you first download the Teachable, trying to learn, trying to understand? Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, my learning style is kind of obsessive. So when I start something, I just kind of go nonstop. So that was pretty much what I did. The Teachables I found to be pretty understandable. Like I basically watched all the videos. I know how you like to tell people to come into the trade room, even though they didn't like finish. I didn't do that. I watched all the videos first, and then I went to the trade room. So that was because that's what I needed to do in order for my own understanding.
Right.
But yeah, I remember thinking that it's been so long since I've looked at the Teachables, but I remember thinking they were understandable. I was going hard. I was really like diligent about watching them, and practicing. So it was cool. I thought it was great, solid material, especially if you're dealing with people that don't even have any kind of financial background.
How long did it take you to get through all of them?
I don't remember, maybe like 2 weeks.
Okay. How long until you started understanding what was going on?
Well, I feel like the entire story of knowing how to trade is also is the big psychology piece, which I feel like I'm still learning, even though I'm funded now. The technical piece, like I started to feel comfortable with it, but then when you start having real skin in the game, that just changes your trading style. Like for me, like I found trading in sim and trading like real money changed my trading style because now I had to factor in.
So,
can you hear me?
Yes. How did it change?
I had to factor in, like I had to notice what I like. So for example, you know how it's like either greed or fear are some of the two biggest.
How about now? Is that better?
It's better on my end.
It's better on your end? How about the echo?
I hear echo, yeah.
See, I gotta work this out. It's probably gonna be another set of AirPods. I probably gotta put like an AirPod for that and an AirPod for this, so it all cancels everything out.
You fancy now,
Man, I'm trying to grow, man.
I
know
love
what I'm saying?
it. I'm with it. I love it.
I'm trying to go. It's like, people are like, yo, we're on Facebook. We're never really on Instagram. And then Instagram people are like, well, we're never on Facebook. I'm like, man, I want everybody to meet Jazz. So what can I do? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do I do this? So I'm just trying to tie myself up. That's all I'm trying to do.
So are like the IG people hearing echoes, or the Facebook people, or everybody's hearing the echo?
I don't know. You know what? Can we take a 3-minute tech support? Want to take a 3-minute tech support? This
Yeah.
will be dope, right? Everybody, look, we're family now, are we? Okay, we're family. Can we be family?
Kill the AirPods.
So if I kill the AirPods, you're gonna get a feed for real. Like, check this. What about now? Echo. Computer volume is up. Phone volume is.
I don't hear echo.
Here it comes. Check one.
I don't hear echo.
Right, because it'll create a sound loop. What I'm gonna have to do is isolate the sound. I'm gonna have to have one pair of AirPods for the phone and another for the laptop. That'll probably solve it. Give me a second. Give me 5. Play music. Talk to the people. Hey, Jazz, tell them your favorite trade. Why you guys bombard her with questions in the chat.
I'll talk to people. Okay, send me questions.
Send me questions. Let's go. Questions. This is still tech rehearsal.
Wait, how do I? Days and all my stuff is off.
Hold on. What'd you say?
Here he goes. All right, Fritz.
All right, hold on.
Hey, my bro, Mike. I'm a levels trader.
You're a levels trader?
I don't have my volume on. Like on my laptop, they said I should turn it down. Because my phone volume is on mute.
Does anybody hear echo on me now? On IG? What about? Is there echo now? Mic check 1 2. Trying to get this thing together.
You probably won't see this out. You need your speaker down or put on it. Do I need to put on headphones?
That might help, because that way they won't get me in your sound source. That could be very beneficial. Do you have headphones?
I'm thinking. I have headphones.
But that might mess up your hair if that's your look. I don't want to bother you.
Hold on. Hold on. I got to set up the Bluetooth.
All right, cool. Look at y'all. I appreciate y'all being so patient with us as we grow and serve everybody. Thank you. Thank you to the entire community. I have like one AirPod set in this one AirPod set in that one. I'm trying to look at you. You look like you out of space a little bit. Yeah. What about now? Is this better?
I've never set up these things to my laptop.
Okay. That's cool. Tech rehearsal is cool. That's what it's all about. It's about tech rehearsal. Are you still with me on IG?
Am I?
I don't think so. But it's totally on you.
Are you on Instagram? If you're on the Instagram,
what
about the Clubhouse?
Add me
what
back
about
on
the
there.
Twitter? What I'm trying to.
Okay, cool.
Look at you. You look like you out of space a little bit. Yeah. What about now? Is this better?
I'm adding you back. I got you in stereo now. This is crazy.
I didn't know I was gonna have to do tech stuff. I'm so not a techie.
Okay. It's fine. I don't want to put any pressure on the situation. I just want everybody to
comes out.
This is gonna be hilarious when we look back at it in 4 months.
I know, right? Where you're on like all your TV shows. My life has to be the hot mess.
Nah, bro. This is beautiful. This is what growth looks like.
Let me use my work phone. My work headphones.
Okay, so while she's gone, I just want to tell y'all, look, it's amazing. First and foremost, it's amazing. I believe the echo is happening because what you all are hearing is me in her sound source, right? Because she has two devices open, one device can hear me talking in the other. So you're hearing two versions of me, right? So once we isolate her sound, right? We isolate her sound sources to her ear, then you won't have any doubling, you know? Typically, that's how it goes. Okay. So I want you all to calm down. Everything will be fine. We'll be all right. I just appreciate the fact that you're hanging out for it. Maybe I should have played. Let's see what can happen. What should we say in stereo?
Headphones on.
Girl six.
All right. Better?
Okay, now your headphones are in your computer.
See. Yes.
Good. And your volume is down on your phone.
Correct.
Okay, great. Now, everyone, tell me, is anybody echoing, me or her? And mic check 1 2, mic check 1 2 1 3 1 2 1 2.
Why didn't you say this from the jump, Dad?
This is my first time doing this, man. YouTube is perfect, y'all. No echo. Yes, Jazz. Everybody's saying, right? T Vega knows sound. That's
my sister.
Good. All right, no echo. Good. Look, what we did was isolate the sound sources. So now everybody has one sound source and there's no doubling. Look at that. We're amazing. All right, cool.
We can edit out the other part.
It's all good. Check it out. So T Vega tells you about it. You say, yo, I trust T. Shout out to T Vega. I trust T. T is like, yo, you should holler at Jay. He's trying to be like Moses over there. And Moses, he's leading his people to the promised land. You're like, I'm with that. All right, cool. So you jump into the course. You get to the course. It's not hard to grab on to. In like 2-3 weeks, you know what's popping. What gets you to get to that psychological point of I can take my trade now? Like I'm willing to take a trade. I'm willing to put down money. I'm willing to risk. What gets you there?
Wanting to make money.
Okay.
So I went the combine route. So
okay.
I assume your followers already know what the combine is.
Well, tell everyone who maybe they don't know, tell them what a combine is. And everybody share, no matter where you are. If you're on YouTube, make a watch party, share what you're watching.
It's basically an evaluation, a trading evaluation where if you pass it, aka don't blow up the account, don't lose a certain amount of money by a certain amount of days, you will then become a funded trader where you will be given money to trade instead of putting up your own funds. It sounds like it's too good to be true, but there's always a catch-22 in the sense that you only get 80% of the profits. So
Right. If they're giving you the money, then they should get something for the deal. And what they get is 20% of your profits.
Correct.
So not a bad deal. We're not risking our own money and we keep 8% of what we make. Not a bad deal. What attracted you to a combine?
Your course, one of your teachables talked about it. I obviously didn't know anything about a combine or the ability to be funded. So that was dope, especially because like a lot of us who didn't grow up with any kind of substantial wealth where we have access to these kind of means, we don't just have money to put up in that way to risk. So it was nice to be able to pretty much just risk the evaluation fee, which would be like similar to paying to take the bar exam. And then that's pretty much the only capital I'm risking is actually paying to take the test. But other than that, yeah, it's not like I'm risking my own money that I'm making.
And what was the cost to take the combine?
I think $175. I did earn to trade.
Okay. Oh, you did earn to trade. That's dope. And so
don't quote me on that. I think it was $175.
That's cool.
Somebody knows in the comments.
Okay, cool. So you get $175 together plus your trading skill. And here you come. Now you get a live funded account Right.
Yeah.
You passed the combine. What was it like when you actually passed? Like, give me that moment, the
Bruh, I
emotional.
was so happy. I am not about that combine life. I hated every minute of it. Mike will tell you, me and Mike, that Tarsha, like, I was so over it. I was like, because it affected my trading. And I'm not even an aggressive trader. It's not even about that, like me wanting to trade like a lot of contracts. It's just like having to think about, oh, maybe I shouldn't make this much money today because it's going to mess up my consistency rule or like all of this extra stuff. It was just too much and I was over it. And I was so happy to have passed it because I was like, okay, now I can just focus on actually trading well and not
Mhm.
like you still have rules that you have to follow once you're funded. It's actually pretty much the same rules apply except
Mhm.
for the consistency rule, which to me was the real bummer because you could be like you could see really good trades, but then you don't want to take them because then you make too much money that day, and then that kind of fucks up the rest of your consistency.
Exactly. I understand. Everybody, y'all do me a huge favor. The girl is a funded trader. I want to see some hearts. I want to see some congratulations. I want to see some, yeah, you did it. I want to see some woo woo. I want to see some blue. Let's get some blue. You know what I'm saying?
Hey!
Let's muscle up on them. Let's get to the bag on it real fast. You got to appreciate the fact that what she did was climb a mountain that a whole lot of traders. I know a lot of great traders, and man, most of them came past the combine.
Thank y'all. Appreciate the love.
Most
Yeah,
of them can't pass a combine.
yeah.
It's a
It
beautiful
was
thing.
rough, man. And then like to be working a 9 to 5, I was over it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you hold on. You're doing all this while you're working. How do you do that?
I'd be out here, grinding. Listen, I'm trying to buy a house in March, so yes, yeah. So basically, well, number one, I'm blessed because of the pandemic to work from home, so that's key.
Mhm,
That's a
mhm.
privilege in and of itself. So I'm able to work from home and then still have both my computers up.
Right.
But yeah. So, and then I trade. Actually, during the combine, I actually started to do most of my trades before 8:20, before that nonsense of the market opening. I was getting my couple of ticks in, getting my little 250, closing my computer, and then that actually helped to trade before the actual market open.
Right. So
And
you
then
find yourself pre-market having success.
yeah, I
Yeah.
I trade during the market now, like regular. But this week,
Yeah.
woof, I almost got my head blown off this week because of them damn narrow range days. I hate narrow range days. Ugh, God.
Me too. Me too. That's my worst kind. I hate. That's like my arch nemesis day.
Oh
A
man.
narrow range day, I feel like closing that computer, walking off, man. What y'all gonna do? And the consolidation of the S&P over the last, I don't know, forever. We just can't break above or below certain levels, man, and they're just holding us up there. So we're really not experiencing exactly what we should be experiencing in the market at all times. It's making trading a little bit. I won't say difficult, but it's making it not normal. It's not normal trading conditions. And I just want to say to you personally, your ability to learn under complicated market circumstances and still like get a funded account, be a funded trader, be consistent, man, I just want to say hats off to you because it's not easy. We are trading in the craziest of market times right now. Like
Bruh.
the behavior is not right. The
Honestly,
fundamentals are off. Like
bruh,
it's
listen, I
crazy.
was so mad because this is my second week being funded. And just if you look at the charts, it's like now it's kind of like a bear market. And I'm just like, Lord have mercy. All these damn gaps, all these daily gaps to worry about. It's so much different than when I started in July.
Hmm.
So I'm just having to and then number one, too, I'm only messing with one contract right now because of it, because it's just too crazy.
Yes,
And
I like
yeah,
that.
I will say this about narrow range days. I noticed that if you're going to trade during a narrow range day, maybe wait after lunch because it probably would have broken. It's going to break through the narrow range by then. So that's
Look
one.
at them, look at them germs. Look at them germs. Go for it. Tell me what's going on. Tell me. Teach it. Go, go,
But
go.
other than that, f that day.
God, look at you. Look at you understanding how you gonna behave on certain days, what you should do and what time you should wait for it. Man, look at here. That's crazy, man. I'm about to drop a tear. It's like watching your little sis grow up. Look at her. Look at her. She know everything she
Yay!
doing. She know what she doing out there. You
Team levels. I kind of mess with gaps. Mother bars can go kick rocks. Um, I don't fool with her. I don't fool with the ES. I'm ZB. That's wifey. She's loyal. You know,
Let's go.
I like my trading life. I don't want it to be sexy. I want it to be boring. I want to be a minute man. I want to be in and out. I don't want to be in a trade for long. I don't want all of this no, I don't want my heart levels. I want it the opposite of what my sex life should be. Boring.
Boring. Totally boring. Trading should be boring each and every day.
It should totally
Super
be boring. I hate when I'm sitting there looking at my screen oh my gosh, should I get out of this trade? Should I get out? It's the worst.
No. We don't do that. All we do is get in when we should, get out when we supposed to. That's it. T Vega is over here laughing at you with that Minuteman comment. That is dope. Okay, now look, everybody, questions on Instagram, Facebook, Periscope, Twitch. Everybody drop your questions because I'm going to make sure that Jazz answers all of your questions. Jazz, while they're loading up those questions, if you're on Instagram, make sure you use the question mark box so I don't lose your question. If you're on YouTube or Facebook, when you type your question, I'll be able to ask it to her. Look, tell me, hardest thing about trading, easiest thing about trading, the thing you wish you would have known first. 3 questions. Hardest thing about trading, easiest thing about trading, hardest thing is psychology.
100%. My particular downfalls, I more so subscribe to fear than greed.
Right.
For example, I'll get shook. I'll see all the conditions that I want, but then kind of won't get into the trade, and then I'll be pissed off when when I get left. Or I'll be in a trade and then maybe it goes against me for a little bit. So then sometimes maybe I'll get out and then it'll keep going my way and then I'll be so pissed. So fear is my biggest one. And the easiest part, I think the technical analysis for real, the fact that you teach us that, and then I feel like that's not that easy. I mean, that's not that hard to learn. I truly feel like trading is 90% psychology at this point.
Straight up.
What was the third part of that question?
It was the easiest thing, the hardest thing, and what you wish you would have known before you got started.
I wish I would have knew this shit when I was a teenager.
Yeah, straight up.
I'm 35 now. Could you imagine?
Man, you'll be a monster. But you're going to be a monster anyway, so it's all good. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to worry about that. I think the power of it is in your ability to see how wonderful you're doing with it right now, and I guess the brightness of the future now that you have this skill in your bag as well. You see what I'm saying? I think you don't have to worry. If we had someone to expose us, then they probably would have. I always think about that. My parents and grandparents, man, they were just trying to make sure that we could go to school. You know what I'm saying? That, they were where they were in time. And I can't be angry at that, but it's because of their sacrifice that we have access to this kind of knowledge. And the best way to pay them back is to ensure our nieces, nephews, daughters, little cousins, everybody that's, coming up under us, we pass that knowledge quick, fast. You feel me? We gotta pass that knowledge.
And that's a big piece of my trading style too, is to always remember that I'm a steward of this money. It's not really mine. And to not be because my purpose of also trading and to build wealth is because I do want to help people, namely my loved ones and family and such. And so I don't like taking trades based on ego or thinking oh, this is going to be a hot one. I'm really trying to be sober in my trading, because I think Dennis was the first one that said one time I was in one of the Bully After Darks or something, and he said something your main goal in trading is to not lose money, not necessarily to gain money. And then that really hit me, and it's yo, that's real.
Hey, yo, man, it's so good when the students get the lessons. They pass them all around. Yeah, we don't trade to make money. We trade not to lose it. That's probably
because honestly, and then even that piece, in my trading every day, it's better to not even get into a trade than to lose money. It's better to get left and not go chasing a trade and then go in at the wrong time and
Yeah.
then get your head blown off. Like, and that's
Yeah.
stuff you gotta learn the hard way. You
Yeah.
gotta learn it the hard way.
You already
Period.
know. I understand. Hey, we got questions. Questions. Here's one on coming from Mike Dorsey on Instagram. It is, how did you overcome the mental hurdles? Shout out to Mike Dorsey. That's a big bully himself. How did you overcome the mental hurdles? Tell me a little bit about that, Jen.
It's a day by day thing. So I do have a trade journal and I have a trading plan that I do look at every day.
Mhm.
So for example, the no FOMO, trade from a place of abundance. So basically, don't chase these trades, man. There's so many opportunities to make money, and like that's key. Like when you really have to do that. Like you really have to not chase trades, because for me, that's what messes me up. Is like getting in at the wrong time because I'm worried about getting left. It's better, like I said, it's better to not get into a trade because you're not losing money.
Right.
At the end of the day.
Right.
But yeah, I like try to meditate on the things that I've written down as far as things that I need to work on. So again, my bigger emotion that I have to struggle with when it comes to trading is fear as opposed to greed. So I'm pretty good at I'm good at ATP, always take profit. I'm good at that.
ATP.
But I have self-sabotaged. I have let it go against me a little bit and then kind of get shook and then get out the trade and then it just keeps going. And then I'm like pissed.
It happens, man. It happens. It's all right, though. It's all right. We have another question. This is from Adrian. Shout out to the bully. Jay, can you finish explaining how the market is more volatile right now? Yeah. So when I learned how to trade, it was a while ago, and trading days were basically boring. The ATR of the bonds was 1.5, maybe a point. If things went more than 32 ticks, it was call the doctor. Whoa, something's going crazy. And the S&P was calm as well. And I think what we fundamentally introduced was a new age in market behavior, because the world has changed. The way that consumers consume, the way that people view content, the way that we shop, the way that we do everything has changed. And because of that, the market has got to respond. Certain sectors have suffered loss, other sectors have gained. And because of that, just like the way it used to be isn't necessarily the way that it is right now. So what I love to say is, if you're learning how to trade underneath these dire conditions, when things calm down, it's going to be like taking candy it's going to be super simple. We'll move right on to the next one. Shout out to you, Adrian. Was that your first combine? Says Taj 214. Was that your first combine?
So I did it twice. The first time I did one up, I probably lasted like 5 days. And that was funny because I should have not taken the combine at that point. I remember being very busy and stressed at work. And at the time I was starting to date this psycho, and like that was affecting my mental. So I had like a lot going on. That was distracting me with my trade.
I love you so much.
And then I did it again. So then I took a break. So that was October. I was like, screw this, I need a break. Because matter of fact, I was going hard from July.
Yeah.
And then I decided to take the combine in October, but then I was kind of burnt out. But again, like too many distractions. And then so I took a break and then I went back and did it around Thanksgiving.
Okay.
And then I passed. So then I passed that one with Earn to Trade.
Nice. Back for the first time. I like that. We have another question, and it's from Facebook. My man Rob Prey. Hey Jazz, what has been your best P&L so far? This far, what you got?
It was over 1,000. I'll just say that.
In a day?
Yeah.
Okay, in a day. How long did it take? When were you done that day? What time are you done making that kind of money?
I don't know, but I try to be out of the market by 11. But again, like I noticed during narrow range days, maybe I'll close my computer and then come back and open it after lunch. That's the only time I like a test and retest days are my favorite. I love them. Let me tell you about test and retest days.
Tell me about them.
I got a new strategy that's like fire. So Basically, after it touches, like obviously you have all your different confirmations to get into
Look
the
at
trade.
you, look at you, saucy. You're so saucy right now.
No, I'm not even gonna give no real gems away. All I'm gonna say is, like, I got an ATM strategy, right? Where it's like maybe it'll give me like 5 ticks, and then do like an auto trail to give me like 4 ticks. Then it still hasn't gone the whole way down to the amount of ticks that it's supposed to go to. So then I'll jump in that bad boy again, but at a good level spot. Like I'll still kind of like wait for a pullback, get right back in it. So you're essentially making multiple profits from that one kind of
You're
trade.
making twice the bread. You're making twice the bread off that joint. Oh, that's
why I
crazy.
love retest and retest. But yeah, I try to be. I look at the market from maybe like 7 a.m. to 11.
11. I like that. I like that. We have more questions, a whole lot more questions for you, Jazz. This is going crazy over here. T Vega asks, how many trades did you take per day? Shout out to T Vega, big bully.
That's the one. That's the reason why I'm here.
And they so nice, gotta say it twice.
I try to take like 2 to 3.
Okay.
If I'm taking more, that means I got my head blown off and I'm trying to revenge trade, and that's a no-no.
That's a no-no. That's a no-no. Define revenge trading for people who don't know what that means.
Revenge trading is you, in my case, you more so had a case of FOMO. Maybe you was getting left on a trade, decided to jump in at a wrong point. It started to go against you. You getting your head blown off. You losing a lot of money. You close it out. You're in the red. So then you're like, I'm gonna revenge trade. I'm gonna get right back in. And you get blown off even more. And then you're pissed off. You're cursing at yourself. You're cursing at the computer. You're like, woe is me. I hate myself. I'm so stupid.
What do you do to deal with a losing trade? Do you have a losing trade, like deal with it methodology? Say hi, first of all. Say hi, Jazz.
Hi. Hey, Sunday.
Okay, give me a kiss.
She's a celebrity.
Okay, go. Close
I don't mind losing if I lose well. Like I didn't, because as long as I'm stingy with my entries. So, so for example, like looking at the candles, looking at the indicators that I like to look at, everything's in line. If I lose the trade, I lose the trade. But if I lose the trade and on some dumb stuff that I did, then I'm pissed at myself.
Then you pissed off. Okay.
And my worst habit that I'm trying to curb, but I caught myself doing it this week because of this crazy ass market, was moving my stop. Do not move your stop, y'all. No, let me tell you, during the combine, I was convinced they were against me. I was like, they are still taking my stop. And they would hit my stop and go right back up or right back down. And at that point, I was like, they have a vendetta against me. This is a scam. This is some bullshit. Like, it would always hit my stop and then go right back. I was just like, this is some nonsense. So I would literally like, okay, y'all ain't about to play me. So I will move my stop. And then sometimes it would like go in my favor and then go back my way. But then a lot of times it's like, nope, shouldn't have moved your stop.
I remember those days. It's a conspiracy. They know me. They hate me. It's a conspiracy. It's because of what happened in DC. It's because of what happened. I blame Trump. No, man, you got in the wrong spot.
You know what I started doing to kind of counter that? I'm a levels trader, but I like to, just to be like on the safe side, I like to enter like 2 to 4 ticks away from the level, just in case they on some dumb stuff. Yeah, because I always find that if I enter into the level, it always goes against me anyway. So I might as well just try and get in that spot where it's going to hit and then not take heat. So it goes back to, do you want to risk being left and not getting into the trade? It's just like a risk. It's like, but again, it's like you're not losing any money if you get left, as opposed to getting in at the wrong spot.
Right. I understand. We have more questions. Somebody say COE conspiracy. How many contracts you like to trade with? By the big homie Cleve G. Cleve, what to do, baby? How many contracts would you like to trade at a time?
Right now, no more than 2.
No more than 2.
Because I'm trading real money, so I can't be risking a lot of money. That shit goes against you for a ticks. That's $250 right there that you done lost in like 5 minutes.
Wow.
That'll make you want to go home and shoot your dog. I don't even have a dog, but
It is frustrating. Losing is frustrating, but it's all good. We try not to do it. Stock Chasers, what up, Willie? Says, at what time were you doing your trading for the combine?
same times, like 7 to 11 evenings. You can trade. Um, you can trade the whole time of the market, just not like during specific times during the holidays. Like for example, around Thanksgiving, I think the markets close like at noon or something that day. So you just
Mhm.
have to be paying attention to when they send you those, because that they will kick you out if you. And a matter of fact, now that I'm a funded trader, I have a calendar of that stuff. Like matter of fact, I think tomorrow is janky
Yeah, yeah,
because of the holiday, Martin Luther King. So it starts tomorrow, I think. So
yeah. You have
I
to
may
watch
not
it.
even trade tomorrow because this. I ended the week in the green, thank God, but it was rough, and I'm over it. I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna trade tomorrow.
It wasn't the easiest week. The
It
bullies.
was a trash
Are you
week,
still
man.
coming to the trade room while you're in the combine? Are you still coming to the trade room?
I'm not in the combine now. I didn't really
I'm
come
saying,
in.
what's your like when you were in the combine and now that you're funded? Do you still come to the trade room?
I come into the trade room now more that I'm funded, more so than when I was in the combine. I was just really distracted and I just needed to focus. Um,
Nice.
so
Nice. Sean McLean asks from Facebook, he asks, is sorry I'm late. Is trading your full-time gig now? Did you tell your boss to kick rocks?
not yet. That's the goal, though. That that
E-doggy.
is the goal.
E-doggy. Appreciate the question, Sean. Let me see.
Trying to be like
What
Draca.
trading
Draca's goals.
she is a monster.
Shout
Shout
out,
out to
sis.
Drake. What trading strategies do you use as simply Erica? What up? It's simply Erica. What up? From Instagram. What trading strategy is your favorite? I think you said you're a levels girl, right?
I'm a levels trader, so
Are you a
um,
60s levels, 30 levels, daily levels? What kind of levels you like?
I draw daily levels, 60-minute levels. I actually use gaps as levels too because you
They
know
are levels.
they are levels because they like to bounce off of the gap or fill and retrace. So I'll consider those levels as well. I'll treat them as levels.
Nice, nice, nice. I like that. I like that. Let's see. Uh, she also asked, what stock brokerage or what brokerage do you use to trade?
Well, I have since I'm funded, it's the prop firm is called Helios and I use NinjaTrader software.
Yeah, man.
Team 7, by the way.
Team 7. Welcome, welcome. Hey, got you. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. You see what she talking about? Ninja 7. Yeah, let's go. Run it up.
I
I
do
think
miss,
Ninja
you know what
7.
I missed about being in the trade room before Jay became this mega celebrity and it's like so many people in there now is I used to incite all of these food debates, but I don't hardly be in there all like that no more.
Nah, we used to have some funny food debates. I still am oatmeal and raisin. I don't know what you are. Were you chocolate chip?
Chocolate chip. And I'm a no sugar in my grits kind of gal, but we won't even bring that
Thank
back up.
you. We won't even talk about sugar and
We
grits.
ain't
I
even
don't know
gonna bring
what
that
was going
back up.
on that day in the trade room. We were in the trade room, y'all, and it was sugar in your grits. And the question
Trash.
is, who puts sugar in their grits? What
People from
sort
up
of
north that don't know how to cook grits.
what kind of what? This is terrible. Don't do this to yourself. God loves you too much for you to treat yourself that way. Don't do that to yourself anymore. Look at J Austin Team Chocolate Chip, man. I want to just ask you, Jazz, on the real, where do you see this trading thing going? What do you want to do with it?
I want it to definitely be substantial income because I'm overworking. I'm over it. I've been taking care of myself since I was 18. I'm 35 now. So, yeah, you can do the math. That's most of the half of my life. But no, mostly because I am a creative and there are so many things that I love to do with my time. And this pandemic actually solidified in me that the most important thing to me is my relationships. And so just to basically be in a space where I can have the time freedom and the financial means to travel and visit people, because I have people all over the place, and to be able to spend substantial amount of time with the people that I love, and to just do these experiences that I want to do, and just really bask in like simple pleasures and
Yeah.
simple delights. And, like, so that for me is, I don't have to, I don't have to make crazy profit. That's the thing too, is like, you don't have to make crazy profits every day. Like, you can consistently be making like a couple $100s a day, and that adds up.
Really does. Very fast, especially when you have time freedom. I love the fact that, yeah, somebody might make $175,000 a day, but they've missed every game their kid has played.
Right.
Who's really rich? Yeah, you with the money, or me with all of the experiences, me with all of the memories. That's what you care about. At least that's what my life has been built on, just really trying to make memories. Um, I want to just say before we end this thing, I really appreciate you being here on this live, Jazz. I'm
Sorry
so
for the
proud of
technical
you.
difficulties. We should
No,
do
no,
it
it's
again.
all good. No, it's my bad. That's blame me. Blame it on me. Say it's my fault. You know what I'm saying?
It's
Like
your
blame me.
fault.
Yeah, it's totally me. Hey, look, hey, look. I just want to say how proud I am of you, straight up. Oh, you're looking at Instagram, so there you are, right there. Hey, Jazz, there we go. I am proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Like your stick to itiveness, the way that you deliver for the community, the way that you make your resources available to all of us, the way that you always came in with a positive attitude, always working hard. Like you're exemplary. And I'm so grateful to have you as
Thanks,
a part of the bully
bro.
community for real, man. Hey, y'all really, man, show some love to Jazz for real. Jazz, any parting words that you want to give everybody?
Oh, I'm surprised you didn't give me my credit for the thing that you love to give me credit for. The one thing that I'm known for.
You already know. You already know what her name is. Everybody knows that you don't get out of here, bully. You know, get out of here. Everybody knows that. That's a jazz candle. Is that a doji? No, that's not a doji. That's a
Nah,
jazz
bruh.
candle.
That's a
That's a
candle with a long ass wick. That's like pure rejection. Get the fuck out of here with that.
that's a candle, bro. If you are a bully for longer than 4 or 5 months, you already know Jazz be in the room like, hey, Jay, is this that out of here candle? I'm like, yeah, that's your candle, Jazz. That's the one. So what I do is if I see one of those, I go the other way. Yeah, you can take it the other way.
But you
That's
gotta find a
it.
good time to get into it, though.
Yeah, you got to see growing up. You growing up. Now you're like, I let some of them pass me by. I choose the right one to get into now. I like
Listen,
I like that. I like that. Everybody, Jazz, any final words? Anything that you want? Any last wisdom? You know what I'm saying? Anything that you just want to share and say?
no, thank you. I mean, thank you for teaching me this skill. Uh, it's been great. It's been fun putting other people on and trying to, grow the community. I'm not as active in the trade room as I once was, but that's because I'm an introvert. And my introversion be like, I'm overstimulated. I'm overstimulated. I gotta focus on these trades. But the love is still there. I'm so glad the community is growing. That's what I always be on my soapbox about, a lot of these groups and people that kind of take people for granted and don't really provide true quality and value for people. But that's not the case here. So growing in numbers and allowing us to truly learn this skill so we can become more self-sufficient in getting access to wealth is beautiful. So, that's what's up. Congratulations on, your ways to becoming the guru of the bonds. I
I,
can say I knew you when.
I just want to grow and serve. That's all I want to do. I just want to grow and serve. And thank you for sharing tonight. Thanks for sharing everything, man. It means so much. Everybody, this is, when I tell you, this is Jazz, aka the out of here bully. And you already know she's not just any old bully. She's a funded trader. Ladies and gentlemen, let the money rain down on her because she's got the skill. So they'll just throw the bag at her. The young lady is about doing what she's doing. Shout out to her on all of her endeavors. And we're going to keep up with it. You know what I'm saying, Jazz? Maybe, you come back. Maybe you can sprinkle a little sauce on everybody. Maybe, you could tell little people about some of your little sauce, like the way that bit. You like to
Yeah,
move.
yeah. This was fun.
Shift it up. What's your trading tip? Give me a quick trading tip. What's your trading tip? Like, yo, here's a gem right here. Let me get one of those. What's up?
Another gem that I haven't dropped already. Let's see.
I love it. This how we gonna go off to. We gonna go off to Jazz with the gem.
Oh, here's a gem.
All right, talk to me.
Wherever you think it's gonna go, put your target one tick away, because they don't be wanting to fill, and they be pissing me off with not filling my targets, and I be spoiled. I be like, really? You have one more tick to go. Now you just went 5 ticks the opposite way. Come on, man. I can't. That burns my spirit.
So if you think the trade gonna go up to 14, don't put your target at 14. You saying put it at 13.
If you want to be safe, just put it at 13.
I love it.
I'm telling you, it's better than you're not getting the amount that you could have got when you go the opposite way.
I believe we've all heard that 1 or 2 times before. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Jazz. It's much love. Hey, now look, the clock on the wall says that's about all. We enjoyed y'all and had a ball with boom boom.
Have fun.
That's it. We got to split. Do me a favor. If you're a bully, go study. Freaky Friday is tomorrow, and you already know the market will be misbehaved. However, if you're not a bully, do yourself, your spouse, your children, your grandchildren, your community, your family a huge favor and become one, because we changing lives and helping people get to the bag, and that's all we want to help you do. Come be like Jazz. Come be like
let me sign off the Girl 6 way. This has been Jazmine, live with Jay the Trader. Until next.
Much love, everybody. Y'all take care, man. Peace.
Peace.
Oh man, that's so dope. That's so